Arlington Baptist is a new opponent for us, and we were excited about the opportunity to play against someone who'd be really good in their triple drive offense, really good off the bounce, and being able to keep working on getting better defensively. The entire week, all we focused on is rebounding, and so that to me was going to be a big component of what we needed to do, knowing that we would be taller or have some size compared to what they had. It was going to be really important that we put an exclamation mark and keep getting better. And there's some things that I challenge a team within this particular game where we're asking them to stay disciplined. You saw a lot of ball movement early. You saw a lot of passing up open shots, so we can keep moving the ball to something great, not something that's just good and wide open. And they stayed disciplined and did that, and I appreciate that they turned down some things for something better. And then we had some ebbs and flows in this game as far as what the expectation was within the game, although it may not have showed up on the scoreboard. It was definitely things that we were tracking on, and we were able to communicate through that. Obviously, I'm always excited to get a win. I'm really, really happy when everyone has an opportunity to play and we're in the W column. I think you saw that a lot of folks were able to work out some kinks tonight, and that was really important for us, that players who haven't had opportunity due to just working their way back onto the basketball floor within practice for health reasons, I thought it was really nice.
Coach, you mentioned the rebounds. What were some other things that you were really wanting the team to focus on to stay disciplined during this game?
Great shots, scoring in the paint, and then rebounding, and containment off the bounce, right? Not putting them on the free throw line or fouling early, especially because that is what they're good at, just driving in the paint.
Gabby and Sierra, 10 points for each of you. Gabby, I think it's your first career double-double. Tell me what was working well for y'all tonight. What was going well?
I think we did a good job of taking good shots and getting in the paint. That makes it easy to get rebounds because we know more than likely the shot's going up, so we're able to get in there and get offensive rebounds. We did a good job just staying together. Like Coach Z said, we did have ups and downs, but we got to put in our new defense and work through that, and that was a good thing to do it in the game rather than just practice.
I would say just getting transition opportunities. We pushed the ball. We were able to rebound, so we were able to push the ball and get transition opportunities. So that's where a lot of my points came from, and then just staying disciplined and getting to a great shot.
Coach, you kind of mentioned it earlier, but how beneficial is a game like this where you're able to play everybody and everybody's getting some big minutes?
I think once you think about just where we are in preseason play, it's really good for teams to be able to play the entire roster for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's for her confidence, sometimes it's for understanding team flow with different alignments, sometimes it's giving others an opportunity to rest. In our case, I really believe that by allowing so many players to rotate in, we really allowed them to get live reps against new people, and that was really going to be important long term as far as building their own trust within themselves and then their teammates and myself as well.
And then for Gabby and Sierra, 4 points in the second half. What was the difference in the third and the fourth quarter where y'all were able to really shut them down?
I think at halftime we knew that we didn't do a good job containing and also just focusing and staying disciplined. So when we went back out there, we knew we needed to just amp it up, and the level that we're at, we needed to bring it one more higher. So just staying disciplined through those 2 quarters allowed us to hold them to only 4 points.
Yeah, I would say we did a great job of playing team defense in the second half and containing and fixing the things that we needed to after the first half.
Coach, was there anything that you saw tonight that you feel like y'all could have done a better job of?
Yeah, I think we could have done a better job at times of containing. I think we could have done a better job in our zone, but those are things that I'm glad we have film on now, so we can prepare for our rest of our play this season. We played a little bit of zone this season. There's some specific things within our zone that have got to get better. Most of it is just our slides and understanding who does what and communicating through that. But for sure, that'd be, to me, that was glaring today, that we've got to get better at that.
And the same question for y'all too.
Oh, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Anything that you feel like y'all could have done a better job of tonight?
I would say containing for sure, personally for me too, because they were all guards out there, but that is an area of focus for myself and as a team. We have to limit that and for sure not let them go middle, so then we keep them off the free throw line and not foul.
Yeah, containing as well, and then also just limiting some turnovers.
Hey Coach, how do y'all feel about the upcoming matchups this weekend, and how are y'all preparing for those matchups? And you guys kind of touched on it, but moving forward into around the new year, how do y'all plan on preparing for conference play?
Okay, so we don't go beyond one scout, and the players for sure don't go beyond one scout. But I can tell you what I do know about Houston Baptist is they played a really tough game in their last game against a juggernaut, an offensive juggernaut in Grand Canyon. So defensively, they're really good. They're going to look to press us in the full court. They hit the offensive glass hard. So I expect, especially if you've ever been to Houston Baptist, that gym is a very difficult place to play. And it's the size, I mean no disrespect, it's probably double this size. It feels like that. The crowd is right on you. You can touch the people that are sitting behind you when you're on the bench. So the atmosphere already is going to make it tough, in addition to playing on the road. So our ability to be able to stay focused and poised against a team that's pressing, a team that's just really good defensively, that hits the offensive glass well, is going to be important, because it's going to be quite an adjustment from, right, we just played a team at Power 5 in Tech to Arlington Baptist, and then now to Houston Baptist. It's going to be really important that we make that adjustment. When you talk about working your way into preparing for conference play, there's a lot of elements that go into scheduling, right? This year's scheduling was really difficult. We had some people that dropped us at late, so we really had to work our schedule to give our team the best opportunity to have similar looks to what we will see. So they'll even tell you in practice, I will say to them, or even within a game, this is what so-and-so does from this particular team within our conference, right? An all-conference kid. We've got to get better at that. We know that when we play Little Rock, they are very physical defensively. So we're going to see that from Houston Baptist, right? We're going to see maybe not Little Rock's defense, but there's elements of what they do. We just saw Texas Tech, so when we face a team like Troy, or even knowing going to Houston Baptist that they offensive rebound well, every game has a purpose, and we try to make sure that we tie it in with our team on, okay, how does this help us long term? And then from an offensive standpoint, just really the discipline piece of it. I think the more discipline, and when I say that, we have so many young women that can score on this team. Just making the defense work a little bit harder by making an additional pass has gotten us to great shots, right? And I think that's just really important. So our ability to stay disciplined against people who are defending, because it's hard to play defense for 30 seconds. It's hard to play defense for 20 seconds. So somewhere, maybe one of the four or two or three of them suddenly now are thinking to themselves, oh, I'm tired of having to rotate. Then you get to a really good shot. So that's something that we work on that's been consistent regardless of who we play. But what the looks we see definitely sets us up for conference play, because we start out right away with Louisiana's. Right? So defending conference champions, and then Monroe, she's done a phenomenal job. She's a great coach. She's won championships when she's at McNeese, and I don't think there's anything that's going to change as far as what her vision is for Monroe doing well. We've seen it already within other sports that they have, right? They're working hard to change their culture, so it's going to be tough to start out right away, but that's all right. We welcome that. That's what this preseason is for.